Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the KaiNexus Continuous Improvement Podcast. I'm Mark Raven. We're joined today by Emily Kauten. She is a Sales Operations Associate here at KaiNexus. So, Emily, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me, Mark.
So, Emily, it would be great to hear your story and sort of the timing and, tell everyone, kind of when you joined and why you joined the team here at KaiNexus.
Yes, initially my job search started because my husband and I were relocating to Austin, Texas, where KaiNexus is located. And really enjoyed the established startup feel of the company, where my role works with a lot of different teams. There's a lot of people on each team, so you're not wearing 18 million hats, but you do get to wear a lot and really grow and work with plenty of people around you to make everybody the best they can be in my internal facing role.
So it's maybe more like 18 hats is manageable, not 18 million.
Absolutely. And I love wearing every single one of them.
And remind me or tell the audience, how long have you been part of the team here at KaiNexus?
Yes, I joined in June of 2022. And so it's been about 6 months now.
And so, what was the process like for you, deciding about joining the KaiNexus team and kind of, the interviewing process and what was the sense of the company that you had, at that point?
Yes. One of the first few people that I talked with was Jeff Roussel, our Chief Revenue Officer, and he really brings across his passion for KaiNexus, what we do, how we do it, and the people we do it with, both our customers and our internal team. And it was really great to speak with him. So shout out to Jeff. Yep. And just hear why they do what they do and the way they build everyone up around them to be able to do it at an exceptional level.
Yeah. And appreciate the shout out. I think that is kind of part of the KaiNexus culture when we do our weekly meetings of kind of celebrating things that people have done during the week or in general. So thank you for doing that. But what was your background before joining KaiNexus? To hear of a company that has a continuous improvement software platform, like how did that kind of catch your interest or connect with you?
Yes, I had previously been working with a recruiting company on their sales operations side of things. So assisting recruiters with resumes and all of the things that go in with that. So the sales operations really drew me in, and the ability to grow my skills in the sales operations, business operations side of things, learn new skills, learn new things with software. It's continually growing, and there's so much room for improvement with every company. Mm-hmm. So knowing that we aren't tied to any one industry was really intriguing to me, to be able to learn about healthcare and our mining customers and our financial institutions, grocery. It doesn't stop. And we fit with so many different customers because we're so configurable and able to create what they need when they need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's well said. When we talk about the growth, it was interesting. It was a good phrase you used, established startup, because KaiNexus really came to market with the first commercial paying customers 11, 12 years ago. And yeah, there's always that question about how long does the label startup apply, as opposed to being a smaller, high growth company. But established startup is actually, I think, a really good phrase. But I don't know. I mean, what does some of that mean to you in terms of, growth or your expectations for growth as an individual and a professional?
Yeah. One of the things that I love about it is I'm not the first person that every customer comes to. Our partner, JJ Puentes, was that go-to person for so many customers for so long. And he loves that role. And at the same time, it's not always sustainable. And so we have a great team of customer success managers now that are able to help a smaller amount of customers in a higher capacity way. So being able to have more hands-on communication with them and building that out. Our communication specialist, Morgan Wright, partners with our CSMs to make sure they have the right message and the right communication for those customers to ensure their success. And our sales team, Matt Banna and JJ Puentes now, are able to meet with more potential customers to make sure that they're getting everything that they need from KaiNexus to be the right fit and get what they need as a configurable platform to best utilize continuous improvement software in their company.
That's really good. That's a good summary. And I mean, another question here: how would you connect it to your role? You kind of, tell us what you do, or maybe it's easier to say what you don't do with all the hats. But what are the main things that you do as a sales operations associate?
Yeah, so I'm on that back end with Matt Banna and JJ Puentes when they're creating those order forms going to potential customers ready to start with KaiNexus. I'm making sure that there's no typos, all of our math is added up correctly, and that we have our back end of things well taken care of. So I'm kind of that back line of defense, and that way they know if something's not perfect, I'm going to catch it, make sure we're right there with them. It helps everybody make sure that they're on top of their game, knowing they kind of have that feel safe that hopefully I can provide.
So it sounds like a lot of help and support around attention to detail. I'm not saying the others don't have it, but yours is really helpful. I'm sure that in those situations.
I provide that eagle eye.
Yeah. Well, Emily, I'm going to throw one other curveball question at you here. You mentioned you're relatively new to Austin. And when I think of Austin, when I first moved there, I'm going to ask you in terms of preference. Breakfast tacos, barbecue, margaritas. Do you have a favorite among those three?
I mean, they're all great. And I've learned that tacos are an all-day meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think I have to go barbecue. I've been able to hit up a few different spots. I still need to hit Franklin's. I'm not sure I'm willing to wait in the line quite yet.
Yeah.
But it is perfect weather right now. Little bit chilly, but no snow. I came from the Midwest. Iowa loves KaiNexus, and KaiNexus loves Iowa, which is where I'm from. And so I'm really enjoying the barbecue.
Cool. Pro tip for yourself or for others who are listening. I think the key is have a friend that you haven't caught up with in a long time and show up early, get one of the first spots in line and just realize, okay, we're going to have time. I did that with a friend the one time I waited in line, and it's a fun communal experience. You end up talking to the other people around you. And so as long as you realize that's what you're in for and you've got the time, it's worth doing. So hopefully you'll get to do that.
Yes.
Report back to us in another episode. No, we won't make
absolutely. Okay. Why not?
Why not? All right. Well, thank you, Emily. We've been joined by Emily Kauten, Sales Operations Associate here at KaiNexus. Thanks for joining us and telling us a little bit about you and your role.
Thanks for having me, Mark.